was on the hospital board, it was in the throes of a major fundraising campaign. And at that time, Robert Hartog was the driving force and the chairman of that committee. And that was fascinating in itself to watch Mr. Hartog in action. And that's where I kind of learned quiet leadership is sometimes a very good thing. And he would sit and listen and let everybody have their say. And then it was like, boom, 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 this is what we're going to do. See you later. And everybody would. But anyways, that was a good experience and a successful campaign. And I sat on I was chairing the Waterfront Development Committee under Ted Simmons as mayor when they were trying to figure out how Tiffin by the Bay would work into the overall plan for public lands and public access, et cetera. So one of the things I'm most proud of is that we came up with the waterfront trail idea of maintaining public access through the entire waterfront, no matter what the development was behind it, so that there would always be views and trails, et cetera, available to the public from the town dock right over to St. Marie Park. And clearly that's happened and has been incorporated into development since.
So the use of a really good planner, Brian McCall, and the use of really good leadership, Ted Simmons, that's going to be the critical challenge.
Absolutely.
Into the future.
Yep.
Yeah, which seems to be a theme of the discussions that we've been getting.
Yeah, and the biggest obstacle is the territorial nature of the leadership of the various municipalities, and nobody wants to give up control. And there just seems to be a lack of acknowledgement or understanding that, if you're running Tay Township, you're really part of Midland, Penetang, and Tiny anyway, even though the governments are segregated. It's one big homogeneous area, and if Tay's successful in landing an industrial company or any kind of company, then the whole area benefits. So it doesn't matter where it is in this geographic area. It just, to me, it doesn't make sense that you have 4 governments overseeing 40,000 people. It's to me, that's very inefficient.
And top heavy.
Yes,
the delightful, what I call the unique aspect of the historic naval and military establishment, or Discovery Harbor, was in fact in Tay Township for many, many years.
Yes.
And it's always, of course, been perceived as being in Penetang. And St. Marie among the Hurons was also in the rural municipality, Tay Township. But it's always considered to have been in Midland.
Yes.
And yet, that's the French-speaking early development in Canada, in the Anglo, or supposedly Anglo, community of Midland, and the British naval and military in the French community of Penetang. And I have always drawn that as a real analogy to look at the area much more holistically.
Yes.
And
most people do, and most people that have relocated here in the last 10 or 15 years view the area that way.
Yeah.
And wouldn't it be great if we could just call it Southern Georgian Bay and get rid of Midland, Penetang, Tiny Tay?
Altogether.
God strike me dead for saying that. But, and this whole region just becomes Southern Georgian Bay. It becomes one. And because really that's our true identity in practicality.
It is.